In today's video, we are going to go over how to load a dirt bike. Loading a dirt bike can be pretty difficult at first, but there are some tips and techniques that will make it a lot easier. It is important to start with a good setup. Check your surroundings for a good place to park your vehicle. That'll make the loading process a whole lot easier, such as a hill or a bank that you can back up to that'll make the ramp a lot less steep, or even something like backing up the rear wheels of your vehicle into a small dip like a 1-foot wash, making the tailgate a whole lot lower to the ground. If you can't find a place to park to make it easier, don't worry, because 90% of the time I just load up on flat ground anyways, or whatever I can find. Determine which direction you want your bike to be loaded. If you have a long bed, you can load your bike in straight and still be able to close the tailgate. If you have a short bed like me, you can load the bike into the corner of your bed, and that will allow you to close the tailgate. Next, place the ramp in the center of your truck if that's where you plan to load it. If you plan on loading it into the corner, set your ramp up to the side of your tailgate. This way you can roll your bike in, turn the handlebars, and be right in position. Then, find a sturdy step and place it about 1 foot from the ramp and 1 foot from the tailgate. Next, get your tie downs in place. If you are loading your bike in the center of your truck, then have one strap hooked to the front right side and one strap hooked to the front left side. If you are loading in sideways, I like to have one strap placed on the front right side and one on the rear right side. Also keep in mind to leave the adjustable end of the hook on your handlebars. Now, sometimes it does help to get a bit of a run going towards the ramp, but personally I don't really like doing it because it gets kind of sketchy, as it's really easy for the bike to slip off the ramp or for you to trip while trying to go up the stand when you're trying to run through the whole thing as fast as you can. So how I choose to do it is pushing the bike just before the gap in your tailgate, and then turning the wheel to the side and locking the front brake. This stops the bike from sliding back. Then, once I have the bike locked in a good position, I push as much as I can with my legs and gently use my arms to pull myself up into the truck and continue rolling the bike into position. Now, I just want to quickly address that while making this video, my knee is still injured. So when I was filming this, I was trying to load the bike only with my right knee and my upper body. So if it looks awkward time to time, that's why. Grab one strap and hook it to the handlebars. I like to hook mine as far to the clutch and the brake clamps as I can, so that the straps can't go anywhere. Avoid setting the hook over any wires or cables, as it could pinch them. If you want to avoid scratching your handlebars, use straps that have an extra piece to loop around. Next, tighten the straps. I usually pull one side and then level the bike out by pulling the other side. Once the bike feels tight and secure, tie a safety knot. This way, if the tie down was to give out, the knot should save it. If you have a bike with a carburetor, turn off your gas so that the overflow won't leak out while driving. Just make sure to turn it back on when you ride. Then, if you're a guy, make sure that once you strap it down, you say, "That's not going anywhere." Oh yeah, that's not going anywhere. If you don't do that, it's almost guaranteed to not make it, but if you do, then it'll probably stay no matter how crazy your driving gets. So that is a very important step. Perfect. When unloading, just reverse everything you did to load it. Make sure that your rear wheel is lined up with the ramp. Then, when stepping down, it helps to feather the front brake, and you can even put your bike into gear and feather the clutch as well. This way, you can stop the bike if you need to, or just slow it down and be more controlled. Now, the most important thing that you can do to make loading a dirt bike easier is to just practice.